Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, back with some more OceanBlock2. Spent a little bit of time automating some more stuff in our AE system, added 2 more machines, or 3, no, this is a matter condenser. Because as you remember last time, we were trying to make singularities. So as you can see, this is making a singularity, and it's storing energy at about, like what, a little under 1,000 a second. So the only way to make it faster is if you put a second matter condenser. But this one's not going as fast, so maybe 1,000 every 2 seconds. And this is using a fluid drawer with 2 water generator upgrades. So every tick it generates 2,000 water. That's 4,000 water a tick, 20 ticks in a second. So it's a lot of water. But even this is very slow. So I did some searching around, and I realized there's an ME infinity cobble cell. This is an infinite source of cobblestone. And using this, I was able to just put a pattern that says, hey, you can produce one singularity if you throw in 250,000 cobblestone into the matter condenser. And if you wouldn't be surprised, oh, wrong, searched the wrong thing. It works. We're sitting at 1,000 singularities. And there is one tiny issue with this one though, with this setup, is that since it does take 250,000 blocks to craft, it does take an entire 256k crafting storage module just to craft it. So every single time I go to request that, the system thinks it needs 250k of storage. So if you try to craft anything, for instance, our quantum alloy plates, and say we want let's say we want 20 of them. It says you need 8 million bytes. And why does it think you need 8 million? Because it wants to craft, where is it? Don't see it. Yeah, here it is. It wants to craft singularities, and it says, okay, we can do that, but it's going to cost 8 million cobblestone, which is a little expensive. So I was kind of able to resolve that by using a ME requester and just telling it, hey, always keep 1,000 singularities in here. That way it's automatically doing it one at a time as a separate process, because I don't think I'll need that many at any one time. Because right now, as you remember, we already have one piece of the quantum suit. We need the other 3. And to make these, we only need 2 quantum alloy plates per piece, so we only need 6. So we should be able to craft 6 from our system. You can see everything it's going to take: nether star, netherite ingots, ender pearls, but in total it's only 3,000 bytes. Very easy. So while that's crafting, we are going to need 3 ME wireless access points as well. Let's see, we can auto craft that stuff. We need 3 wireless receivers. Let's see here. Come in here, click that. We're going to bookmark it. One of these needs one of those. So we're going to need 3 of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're out of that. Three of these to craft 3 of those. And then I think everything else is the same. Yeah, so now we're going to need 4 quantum processors, which I should be able to craft as well. Oh, we already got 4. I did figure out how to craft these as well. As you can see, it just takes a lot of stuff. It's very annoying because it's so expensive to do this. You have to put stuff in the reaction chamber, and that's what's really taken the longest time. It's a massive power drain. But other than that, it's working pretty well. Let's see, what's our status here? Yeah, as you can see, it's crafting a bunch of shattered singularities, which is taking the longest time. But, let's see, we just need... oh, we need 4 quantum processors per piece, so we're going to need another 8 of these, which is another 40 shattered singularities. And then we're going to need 3 of these quantum storage components, which takes a 256K. Let's see. Let's put this in the autocraft. This one. Then we're going to need a 2 to the 3rd spatial component, which it knows how to craft this stuff, so that's fine. And then vibrant quartz dust. So let's throw that in here. And we're going to need 3 of these. Quantum storage component. It says we're going to be missing storage components. I thought I told it how to craft a storage component. Flux Pearl. Huh, guess not. Yep, knows how to do that. I thought I just put that in there though. Oh, we put the other one. Okay, so let's do that over here. And it'll craft it. Okay, and we need 3 of these. It doesn't know how to make flux pearls. That's easy enough. Yep, you can craft all of that. Throw this in here. And now if we tell it we need 3 quantum storage components. Ooh, that's expensive. We're gonna need a bunch of glowstone and a bunch of redstone. That's gonna eat our entire redstone supply. Huh. Not expecting that. Okay, luckily we do have a lot in reserve. But for glowstone, we don't have a lot of that. I can make more using netherrack. We have to crush it. But that's pretty much all we have. Okay, let's turn this off here. Let's see, I'm gonna need to make some space. And then down here, I threw in some more garden cloches, making more stuff. This one makes fluix, netherite, entro crystals, wheat, wood, and nature. If you're wondering why I'm making nature, it's because when I was thinking of how to make the singularities, if you take a look at nature essence, using 3 nature essence, you can make wood. Where is it? Oh no, it was wood essence. That's what I was talking about, not the nature essence. Using 3 wood essence, you can make 16 logs, and then 16 logs turns into 64 planks, and then 64 planks can get turned into seeds, and then you can keep going like that, and it creates a ton of material for you. And I was thinking I could do it like that, but that was before I discovered the infinite cobble. Not enough energy. It's funny. It's trying to pull so much power that it actually can't. We're going to need a couple accelerator cards. Excel. Because you can see it's pulling quite slow. If you throw in more acceleration cards, pulls it extremely fast. Okay, let's get some more redstone. Huh, that was weird. Okay. And I did set up a little bit of automation here. So as you could see, before, our crude oil would just get pumped into the basic fuel generator, and then that would power everything. I added an extra step with the centrifuge. So now crude oil goes to the centrifuge, and then turbo fuel comes out. And this is very good, because as you can see, this is full of turbo fuel. And turbo fuel lasts 4 times as long compared to crude oil. So I don't have to keep manually putting more and restarting it as before. which is very good for our power setup. We're pretty much never running out of power at this point. Okay, let's see here. Speed that up. Okay, we got 2 there. So what were we trying to craft? We were trying to craft the quantum storage components. Now we need the glowstone. Let's see. So probably, if we're going to need a lot of glowstone in the future, we can grow it. As you can see, takes a glowstone seed, 4 glowstone dust, and a charged void flame seed. So it might be pertinent just to take out, let's see, which one do we don't need? Obsidian, we need that. Silicon, that's always good to have. Nether quartz. Probably just stop the nature. I don't really need nature. It's for a plan that didn't work out. Hey, what's that Enderman doing over there? Excuse me, sir, this is a private island. Thank you. I needed Enderman heads for some crafting, and that's why there's that little, like, bump over there. But it means Endermen sometimes just decide to leave, which is very annoying. Okay, it looks like it's almost done with the craft. Okay, it looks like it's done. Yes, now we're just missing the quantum storage components, which are very expensive. Why? 4. What about this uses so much? Available. Why does it take 120? What about this craft? Vibrant glass quartz, that takes 2. Yeah, it's not that. What in here? Oh, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Okay, and we're back. Let's see. That takes 4. That doesn't take any. The engineering processor doesn't take any. Skystone dust, that takes 4. Oh, there we go. So crafting the storage components end up using a lot. Okay. So then it's going to make sense for us to grow some glowstone. So we're going to need 4 glowstone dust. Oh, we have this in here. Can I break? I could just break this. Let's see. Where is glowstone? Can I throw it in something to just turn it into dust? Enrichment chamber. Smooth glowstone, don't want that. Okay, I guess I could just throw it in the enrichment chamber. That'll export some. Infusing, enriching, there we go. It's not going to be enough, but it's going to be helpful. Okay, then we need 4 tertium essence. Okay, pretty easy craft. And then we're going to need charged void flame seeds. Let's see, I think we have enough for that. You need polymorphic catalyst, eclipse alloy. You need void flame fuel, and we're going to need a bucket. I never have a bucket when I want one. Okay. So you take some water, put it here, dump that one, speed, then dump this in here. Throw that one. Void flame. Then we do need, let's see, glowstone. What type of seed did it need? Prosperity. Oh, getting another call. Okay, and we're back. So we need the seed. I should have, yep, there we go, charged prosperity seed. Then you dump it in this guy over here. Charged void flame seed. Take this, our tertium essence. So now if we just do doot, 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 and put the seed. Glowstone seeds. Not that hard to do. It's a little bit annoying just because to make the coals that I threw in there, you need like a stack of coal just to make... You need a stack of coal blocks just to end up with like a couple void flame. Okay, so now that's cooking. Let's speed this up. There we go. So now I can teach it, you can make a glowstone. You can make the dust using 8 essence, and you get 12 out of it. Perfect. Okay, so now we want 3 quantum storage components. Partial plant, missing ingredients. What are you missing? It doesn't say what it's missing. 22,000 bytes used. We should have the crafting for this, unless these are being used by something else. Okay, this is making singularities, but we have a 64K. Yeah, 22,000 bytes. This is 64. So it should work. Like, I doubt it needs the components. Let's see. Let me steal this one. And then replace this. Now if I try to craft 3. No, but it's not saying what I'm missing. Silicon, nether quartz, ender. What am I missing out of the craft? 2,460 charged Certus quartz. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I can make charged faster using the reaction chamber. So let me teach it that one. That'll go a lot faster. Let's see. Oh, I need to put it in directly so I don't lose it. Goes in there. Let's see. And the charged one was over here. So let me take that out. Okay. Let's try making 1. Okay, it can do 1. And when I go to 3, it's missing ingredients. Okay, so let's craft 1. And it should be pretty fast. Let's see, I want it to use, yeah, this one. 11 coprocessors. Okay, there it is. Look, you can see it's crafting everything as it goes. Available 3 logic processors. Why are we so low on logic processors? What did I craft? Do these take logic processors? I don't think so. Quantum alloy, reaction chamber. No, that shouldn't take it. Huh. Yeah, because that's going to take quite a while, because I'm still using this setup to craft them. And it's not a bad setup, but there are faster ways to make processors now. If you take a look. Now that I have the crystal assembler, it can just do 444 and then make it. The only issue is that I would have to set up the separate inscribers for this, or set up the circuit slicer to do it like that. This way is just a one and done shop. I'll have to set up like a separate line to do that. Let's see, and that'll just be for 1. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Okay, so let's see. We're going to need it for all of these, which means we're going to need to set up the circuit slicer. Oop, wrong thing. Because this is going a bit too slow. I need it to be faster. And you have to put all of this into a crystal assembler. Okay, we can craft all of this. So you throw that in here because I don't need to hold it. Extended machine frame. Eight engineering processors. Do I even know how to make these? Engineering processor. Yeah, we do. We have a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slicer. Oh, we need 8 of these. Okay. Then we need the presses. So we need an inscriber concurrent press. Which means we need this. Let me see, what presses do we have? Because if I have the presses in here, I can copy them. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the slicer, we need the calculation press, the silicon press, the logic press, the engineering press, and the concurrent press. We don't have a concurrent press. This one takes 3 eye of ender. Eye of ender. Three of eye. Okay, 3 eye of ender. We're gonna need 4 entro crystals. And another silicon press. Okay, so we don't need that one. So we're gonna have to copy these, which is pretty easy. If you want to copy a press, you can craft it with the inscriber and a block of iron, which we have in abundance. Let's see, iron block, yep. Do this, do 1. Okay, there we go. Oh, we do need an extra silicon press. Okay. Silicon press done. And we have 1 quantum storage component. Let's see the next one. Okay, it's going to start crafting that. Needs to craft 233. Yeah, that's taking so much. Some ingredients cannot be extracted from the network. Silicon. Huh, that's weird. It should know how to make silicon. That's odd. Let's see, how do I do this? There we go. We'll just manually throw in a ton. Never had that error before. Let's see, but a couple thousand should be more than enough. Okay, it's working. So now we come over here and we get attacked. Cool. I didn't think about that. Let's see, if I grab... Yeah, we're not pushing enough power into here. Let's see. which means I'm gonna have to upgrade these cables. Because these are elite, but we're gonna need the ultimate, I guess. Should be able to craft that. Yeah, pretty easily. Okay, and we're gonna have to upgrade it all the way over here. This should help with the throughput for the rest of the factory anyway. And then the power is getting pulled out through here. Let's see, where's my wrench? Because I have to tell it to pull the power. Chemicals, energy. There we go. Pull. Okay, let's see how the power draw is going now. It's not doing much better. Yeah, this gets full and then immediately gets sucked dry. What is pulling so much power? I shouldn't have much of anything that takes so much power. The only thing that is very expensive is this. Let's see. Can also add some more power by using this guy. He's filling up. Yeah, like this guy's getting filled up and getting depleted. Is it only this that just is sucking all the power? Luckily, I do have a solution for that. We can just grab our ultimate energy cube. Is this even draining? Yeah, even this one is draining. Wow. Okay, so it's just creating all that Certus cores is just a massive power drain. Luckily, everything else still works just fine. So what was I doing? Oh, the slicer. So for the slicer, we need this press. So 3, 4, and then the silicon. Done. And now we need to grab that concurrent press and input it like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Bam, 1 circuit slicer. Now let's see, where do I have room for this? This is at 15 of 16 channels. This is at 4, so I guess we can throw it up here. Oh, I didn't add one. We are going to need a pattern provider. Done. So now we can throw this over here. Throw that up here. And it takes acceleration cards to make it go faster. Let's craft 4 of these. And I guess I'm going to need to start putting some more storage cells on these guys for the network. Energy cell. There is the... This is the dense. There is a bigger one, the super dense. But that's just more dense ones. Oh, so to make the accumulation press, you need the engineering press and the calculation press. And that's for mega storage. Cool. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, let me cancel that because I don't want to waste it. This is going to need all of those. So now that we have the circuit slicer, I can tell it that you can actually make the components like that. What are these? And then it should be able to craft these. Yeah, we'll have to put more crafts to for the blocks now. But this lets you turn one whole block into one, which is a lot faster than just inscribing each one individually. So that should speed things up to making these. But that's just to make the circuit itself. Then we're going to have to put the new recipe into the crystal assembler. Into this guy over here. Do we have space for it? Yes. Okay, so I'll come back in a second once I set up all the patterns. Alright, we have all of the processing patterns craft, so we're going to have to cancel this. Oh, did it finish? Do we have two of them? Storage components. No, we have one. Huh? Where'd the other craft go? Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, we're going to cancel everything anyway. Oh, well, that's because of this. Can't make the Certus quartz. Why not? Certus. Ah, because we're all out, that's why. Okay, well, that'll give it some time to rebuild the stock. So, now that I have all of these, the blocks are going to go in here. Three and 4, so it knows how to make the blocks. Then these have to go into the slicer. So it can turn one block into the circuit, and then tell this to auto export. And then these have to go into the crystal assembler, which means now I have to get rid of this one, because I don't need these anymore. And I think it just turned on for a second. Oh, it's not pulling. Open output, enabled. Okay, there we go. Cool, now it's working. So now, really, we could break down all of this. We don't need it here anymore. It's just taking up channel space. Go to fast. Oh, didn't want to break the floor. But for the early game, this was a lifesaver, but now it is obsolete. It's just not fast enough for our needs anymore. Oh, oh, there it is. So now we're going to have extras of a bunch of stuff, which is nice. I'm going to have to upgrade this barrel. Because this was working fine before when I didn't use a lot of Certus quartz, but now that we're crafting a lot of stuff that's extremely heavy, it's not that efficient. Which means we're going to have to start growing Certus quartz ourselves. Which you can see, it takes the exact same process, just with charged Certus quartz, which is very easy. I wonder why it takes charged. Not complaining. Yeah, because now if we want to craft our storage, we have 2. We want 1 more. To craft 1 more, yeah, we're missing Certus quartz and printed silicon. Oh, I don't... Since I broke that, I never made the printed silicon. Okay, this can also go in the slicer, so we need a block of silicon. And then we need to be able to craft a block. Oh, we're all out. Blank pattern. I can hear the chamber turn on. So this goes in the circuit slicer. And then this comes in here. So now if I tell it to make the storage, it says we're missing 17 blocks of silicon. Makes sense. It's going to take a lot of silicon. Wait, I thought I told it how to make the silicon block. Crafting pattern. I put the wrong one in the wrong place, didn't I? No. Crafts 1 block of silicon with 9 silicon. Am I crazy? Silicon block. Yep, just like that. Let's put it over here. See if that fixes it. Unless it just means there's not enough silicon to craft all this? I mean, that is a lot of printed silicon. That might be the case. Let's see here. But I thought I told it how to make... Yeah, it can make silicon. Huh. It's weird. I wonder what the issue is. Let's see, where's my silicon essence? Yeah, 3 to 8. I wonder why it's having trouble doing that. Not sure. But I think if I just auto-craft it, I mean, not auto-craft it, manually craft it, like if we dump another couple stacks. I wonder why it doesn't know how to make it. That's so weird. Yeah, like I can just request it and it does it perfectly. It's so strange. Missing block of silicon. Why are you missing it? I don't understand. That's so weird. Let's see. This is online. That's on. That's on. Huh. Let's see. This is the assembler. 1 block of silicon. And there's no other block of silicon. That's so strange. Well, I'll see if I can figure that out. Block of silicon. Block of silicon. Yeah, there's only this. Oh, there's the issue. It's looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. Yeah, block of silicon. Storage component. Yeah, why are you trying to use that block of silicon? Because as you can see, these are not the same item. Let's see, silicon. Okay, so this block is fine. It's this one that's wrong. Okay, let me break these. Put that in there. Block of silicon. Substitution is disabled. Okay, now it says we don't have the printed silicon. That's fine. Because this is just making a block of silicon. Now for the printed silicon, extended AE. Come over here. Okay, I think that will fix it. There we go. Okay, so now we can craft it, and it's saying we're gonna need... We have the Certus quartz? Do I have a bunch of Certus quartz somewhere? How's it gonna craft it? That's strange. Yeah, it says it's gonna craft a bunch of the Certus quartz available. 760. Where are you seeing this? I'm so confused. Where do you see the free Certus quartz? Because I'm not seeing it, that's for sure. Okay, let's try crafting it. No, it's missing ingredients. Yeah, like I thought. Can't craft it because you don't have it. Alright, so I'll pause here. And then I'll come back once we can craft our final piece and put together the full quantum suit of armor. And we're back. I depleted all of our Certus quartz. There's nothing left. But now we can finally craft this stuff. What do you mean we don't have our quantum processors? I thought we had that. Unless I use them for something else. Oh well. So let's see. We need the boots, we need the leggings, and then we need the helmet. These processors should be easy enough. Let's see, because we're going to need 4 for each one, so we need 12. Okay. Ah, it's going to take shattered singularities. That's going to be a bit slow. Oh, what are you doing? We get that. Let's see. Shattered singularities, pretty fast. Okay, that's good. I put a ton of dense storage cells, added 5 more. So now this shouldn't tick off. Because now it should be able to... The issue is basically if you try to pump in, say, 1 million FE into your AE network, well, 1 million only gets converted to 500,000 AE. Because it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And if it's trying to pull in 500 AE, but you don't have enough energy cells to support that, it's going to have an even lower throughput. So because the reaction chamber pulls so much power in one tick, and we can't accept enough power in one tick, that's why it was causing the issue. Okay, so as you can see, it's crafting all the singularities. It's almost done. Once it finishes crafting the singularities, it's going to start crushing them into the infused dust. Like so. It's making quantum infusion, which is making the alloy, making the printed quantum circuits, going in here. This is also really fast. Once I put all of the acceleration cards on everything, it's sped up extremely fast. Okay. And it's done, so now we can just click to craft. Done. Now we have the full quantum suit. And funnily enough, I realized if you hold shift, it actually tells you, hey, wearing the full suit provides crush protection. So now, we have the full suit. It does lack power, which kind of sucks. We're going to need to put power in this guy. Which means I need this cube that I was using for backup power. And we're going to have to put this guy over here. That way this fills up. Because this can hold 102 MFE. We need 200 million MFE. So it's going to take quite a while. But now that we have the full suit, that gives us full crushing protection. And as you can see, it has all the upgrades as well. So if I type in upgrade, you can see now we're going to need to craft the quantum upgrade base cards, which is going to take even more quantum alloy. So I'm going to have to leave the setup running for a while just so we can get the base cards going. But the ones we're really going to need is just walk speed, sprint speed, like step assist and jump height probably don't need. Lava immunity is good, flight card is good, water breathing, the auto feeder. Actually don't even need the auto feeder, because if you take a look in here, this one has an auto feeding function, which I was able to upgrade. I don't think I'll need everything in here, like mining stuff, like it's not really needed. Like this one even has its own water breathing, so that kind of makes some upgrades redundant. Really the only ones I was interested in getting are, let's see, it was this one here. It gives you an extra 3 hearts. This one makes you move faster. This one gives you 4 armor. That one gives you another 4 health points, which is 2 hearts. This adds another 6 armor. This one I don't have yet, but adds another 8. And then you can see, I think this one will probably add more damage. This one will add even more armor. And this one probably more health. So we don't even need all these upgrade cards. We're just going to need, say, enables armor recharging if linked to the grid. So that one will be good, because then we can recharge all our armor faster. And then we're going to need the creative flights. That takes 4. And an elytra, which we have. But that will be really good. Attack speed card, reach card. All the cards are going to be very good, but very expensive. Because even making another Eclipse alloy, I mean not Eclipse alloy, but the regular alloy, takes 8 quantum alloy, which takes 8 singularities. So even though we have a bunch of singularities stored, remember we had more than 1,000, now we're at 1,000. It's pretty expensive. But now we can don the full suit. And let's see, let me hide this stuff. We don't need to see our backpack. We don't need to see our belt. We look pretty cool. I've never actually built the armor. So once we have creative flight going, we can actually fly in the rift. And to prepare for that, I did prepare for making the next tier of attenuation crystals. So we'll cover that in the next episode. Anyways, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.